Is it a bird? Or is it an aeroplane? Or is it yet another T20 World Cup? Gosh, I thought we have had enough of these, but no. The 2026 T20 World Cup begins on the 7th of February with India and Sri Lanka hosting. And it generally boggles me as if there wasn't enough T20 cricket happening all over the world right now. And I was just thinking about this, that one could draw comparisons to Copa America and the sort of run they had at the start of 2020's decade, where they were hosting it every other year, hoping Messi would win it sometime at least. But yeah, that's about it. Another T20 World Cup.
Hell no! Hell no!
This T20 World Cup is of many firsts, such as two teams being drawn in the same group but not playing each other. And also, we have new teams playing, such as Italy and Nepal. But who cares about them, right?
I'm just cold. 40-something millisubs or so, I've been told. What is that?
Okay. Jokes aside, the usual information about World Cups. 20 teams, 4 groups of 5. The top two from each of those groups goes into Super Eights. The Super Eights, or the 8 teams, have been divided into 2 groups based on ICC seeding, and the top 2 of those groups will go on to play the semis and so on and so forth. Now, it actually took me a whole minute to actually figure out what the ICC seeding conundrum around the Super 8s is. Basically, it's all based on your ranking, right? So even if India qualifies second in their group, which they could or they may not, but there's high chance they may not actually, they'll still be first. They'll still be the first team seeded in the Super 8s group, which is weird, but hey, if ICC says it, it makes sense, doesn't it?
We're facts.
And now we move on to the more exciting part of the video, where I will be discussing the groups, because I think I should.
1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Right. Group A. Group A, we have India, Pakistan. Hey, isn't that the umpteenth time they are going to play each other, or are they? But yeah, as usual, you have India, Pakistan in the same group, but they are joined by Netherlands, Namibia, and the United States of America. Now, because I tend to look at the lighter side of things and not get tangled up with the off-field issues regarding the Indian-Pakistan game, I'm not going to speak about them because, well, I don't care enough about it. But here, it's quite an interesting group actually, because if Pakistan doesn't play India, they're going to lose out on a lot of net run rate, so that puts them in a spot of bother. And if they don't make it, I do see USA making it through. But yeah, I mean, other than India, I don't see a settled side there, except for maybe USA, because they've got a core that has played together for the past 3-4 years together. But yeah, barring any issues, major issues, I really do think that India and Pakistan will make out of the group. Right, on to Group B, which is Australia, Oman, Sri Lanka, Ireland, and Zimbabwe. And I think it's quite straightforward for me. I think Sri Lanka and Australia are going to make it out of the group, not respectively. I think Australia is going to top the group, Sri Lanka in second. But you know what? I actually do want to see Zimbabwe make it through this time.
It won't be because
And you can always count on Sri Lanka messing up. given the recent troubles overall in cricket. Yeah, so I think it's going to be Australia and Sri Lanka, but do hope to see Zimbabwe come through. Group C, also known as the funniest group ever created in the history of T20 World Cups,
But it's not relevant, is it?
is England, Italy, Scotland, Nepal, and West Indies. Now, this is not a Euros group. My football people will know what I mean by that. But in fact, it's a cricket World Cup group. If you had told me about 10 years ago, or even about like 5 6 years ago, that Italy are going to play a T20 World Cup, I would have actually slapped you. I wouldn't have. No, I think I should edit that. But yes, anyways, I think England and West Indies make it out of this group. And I think it's a great thing that Italy and Nepal are in the group. I think it's a great thing that T20 cricket does, is that it gives all these confederate nations or minnows a chance to participate with the big boys, see how they fare, such as Papua New Guinea in the last edition, and Italy this one, in this one, and we have Nepal as well. So it's a great thing, and I do hope they do well for their own sake. Now, of course, there's another off-field issue that I will not mention, but because of which Scotland are in this group, which I don't mind. They've got really classy kits that they wear every year or every World Cup that they play. And I don't mind it. I think they're a quite exciting team as well. So for me, quite straightforward. England and West Indies make it out of the group. I do want to see a couple of upsets though. Fingers crossed. Now, for the final group, which is Group D, Afghanistan, Canada, New Zealand, South Africa, UAE. Now, I actually think this is quite an interesting group because Afghanistan are a settled side in T20 World Cup, T20 format. New Zealand and South Africa are obviously the clear favorites in the group, but I think New Zealand are in a bit of a transition phase, and South Africa is by far the most settled side. I think the best side in the group. And Afghanistan have always been the giant killing team of the World Cups, haven't they? So I do kind of expect Afghanistan to make it to the Super 8s. And I do wish they do, because I do like their team. They're a very likable team. They play an exciting brand of cricket under Jonathan Trott. And yeah, I guess I really want Afghanistan to go through. So my two teams in that group would be South Africa and Afghanistan. What do I think is going to happen? Okay. India are by far the clear favorites. Yeah. But it wouldn't surprise me if there's like a 19th November 2023 type of loss awaiting for them.
Them tears, bro? Come on, bro. Gotta get you together.
Because again, does it even really count? Because this is not a World Cup. Because there's only one real World Cup. But I do expect a serious challenge from South Africa again, given how settled their core is and how much experience they have playing in subcontinent conditions, and how well they do there actually. And along with their really strong World Cup turnouts recently, I seriously wouldn't be shocked if I saw India and South Africa play the final again. And I think just a tier below India and South Africa, I would put Australia and England. I think Australia are again in a similar situation, in a similar situation as New Zealand, and are in a transition phase. But the actual depth of talent they possess will surely cause problems in this tournament. And with England, they have done pretty well in recently in T20s actually. But again, I would twin them with Australia and put them a tier just below India and South Africa. And the team that I'm most excited to view will be Italy. I know that Joe Burns has been stripped out of the captaincy role and whatever, and he's been replaced by a 42-year-old Wayne Madsen. But it's their first ever appearance in any World Cup in cricket, and I do want to see them do well along with Nepal actually. So Italy and Nepal. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Italy, Nepal, Scotland. These three teams, I'm really excited to watch. And I hope they do really really well. So yes.
Don't care, don't care, don't care, still don't care.